Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have a super exciting one because I'm going to be doing my 2023 favourites. Now I do like to do these videos as kind of like a roundup of like all of the like newer makeup I discovered in the year of 2023 or whatever year it is, and tell you the products that I'm still loving even though they may have launched months and months ago. And I kind of try and keep it to makeup that I got in that specific year, not previous years, because honestly I was watching my 2022 favourites. I still use majority of those products now and they are still very much my favourites. So this is just stuff that I discovered in 2023 and that I absolutely loved. So I've got a couple of like skincare bits that I want to show you. So firstly is the MAC Hyper Real Skin Canvas Balm. This is a really nice product to go underneath your makeup. It's such a lightweight moisturizer type of product that goes perfect under makeup and it sinks really nicely into the skin. This is actually my second pot of it. I know I don't have the big ones, I just have the like mini sizes. This one I've only literally just opened to put on today under this makeup, but honestly did not expect MAC to do Unreal skincare and skin prep, but they really pulled it out the bag with this one. I really enjoyed this. And then this is a moisturizer that I like to use overnight. This is by Skin Proud and this is the Sleep Hero Overnight Sleep Mask. I believe they gifted this to me maybe a couple of years ago now. I can't actually remember, but this is a fabulous overnight moisturizer. Has that really nice like gel consistency to it as well. You can see how much I've used it. Oh, smells absolutely unreal. It smells kind of like yogurt, like strawberry yogurt, in like the best way possible. And this is really, again, really lightweight and sinks into the skin nicely. It's not super thick and cakey on the skin. I do also love the Charlotte Magic Cream, but I use that more for like during the day as opposed to this one I use overnight. And then for lip sort of care, I absolutely love these lip conditioners by P. Louise. I think I might have included a lip oil in last year's one, but I actually love these more for when my lips actually really need some serious hydration, like when I've got like cracky dry lips. I actually prefer using the lip conditioners, whereas the lip oils are just like perfect for like everyday sort of thing, just to have something on your lips. But these I absolutely love, and this is the blue raspberry flavour. Phenomenal. My other favourites are Pink Lemonade, Fizzy Cola and Toasted Marshmallow. So yeah, I really love these. Definitely better for, like it says on the tin, like conditioning. I really love this. So now we're going to move on to like actual makeup, and firstly for primer I'm going to kind of do this like in step of what I would do my base routine. Honestly, not a ton of like priming stuff that like new that come out this year that I absolutely love. There is a couple of things I want to mention though. So firstly we have this by the Beauty Crop. This is the pore blurring primer, the pore filter one. This is like the mattifying version of their primers. I still absolutely love Cocoa Gold to death, but I did include that in last year's one, which is why it's not in this video. But this is definitely my second favourite primer by the Beauty Crop, and honestly one of my favourites at the moment in my collection, obviously why it's in this video. But I have this on today. Where is my mirror? And my pores just look non-existent. They are so blurred, so smoothed over. I absolutely freaking love this, and it has a little bit more of like a thicker texture, whereas Cocoa Gold is that more gel consistency. This one has a bit more of like a thicker cream consistency, and it just works perfectly at mattifying and smoothing those areas. Love this. And then Elf absolutely smashed 2023. They have come out with really good things, and I'm actually due to buy some Elf stuff because they brought out things recently that have gone absolutely viral on TikTok and I need to check them out. But especially in the summertime, not necessarily at the moment, my skin's really flaring up and we are in winter as well. I do prefer matte makeup in the winter. I mean, I wear matte makeup all year round, but especially in the summertime, I like to get this out. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This is what it looks like. This is that Charlotte Tilbury dupe that literally so many brands duped this year. Like, it truly was the year of duping in the drugstore companies. But this is so nice on the skin. It also offers like a tiny little bit of coverage. And yeah, as I say, in the summer when I want a little bit of glow under my makeup, this is the perfect product. Okay, so 2023 was definitely the year of like clean girl makeup, skin tints, like barely any makeup on the skin. Never been me because I love my full coverage but there were a couple of skin tints that launched that I absolutely fell in love with and I really didn't expect to. The first one is by XX Revolution. This is the Skin Blur Soft Focus Skin Tint. I was absolutely gobsmacked when I tried this in my review. I could not get over the fact that this is a skin tint and the coverage is so good. Like, I used to absolutely love the L'Oreal skin tint, but since more brands have started coming out with them, they are just getting better and better. So this one has a bit more of like a demi matte finish. I think it does, oh, it literally says demi matte finish on it. This one is a bit more up my street in terms of formulation and finish, whereas the L'Oreal one does have that more lower coverage, but also has a bit more of like a sheeny sort of finish. But this one is right up my street. It's on sale on the Revolution website for £5. I don't know if it will still be that price when this video goes up, but I definitely recommend. And I have actually got another shade in my basket to buy because I absolutely love this. It's so travel friendly as well. It's in like a plastic like tube packaging and so good. Love it. And the other one that really surprised me because of the longevity on my skin was the Maybelline one. This is the Superstay 24-hour skin tint. I'd say this one also resembles that more like full coverage skin tint. It also, as I said, lasted so long on my skin. Like, obviously I have to top up and put like spray on and things like that, but for a skin tint, I'm expecting it to slip and slide by the end of the day. But I literally had this on for, I think, from like maybe 7 o'clock in the morning all the way up until I got home at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and my skin still looked fine. Like, it obviously I was a little bit oily, but not like a sweaty oily mess, do you know what I mean? And this was what I was wearing and I literally couldn't believe it. So I really love this Maybelline one. I think these are on par with each other, you know. I definitely love both of them. And yeah, I just did not expect me, of all people, to be buying skin tints and loving them, but they have really upped the game. As I said, I am a 2016 full coverage cake face kind of gal, and the foundation I absolutely loved this year is the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. Oh my goodness. I've got this on today because my acne is flaring up and the skin tint wouldn't have given me like super full coverage like what this does. But you honestly, I don't think you'd be able to tell, but I literally have so many red marks on my skin right now because of the acne flaring up, and the foundation just like melts into the skin. It looks so smooth and beautiful. I literally cannot recommend this enough. Not only that, but it lasts so well on the skin as well. Like, I think this was made for the more like combination oily people. I can safely say that this definitely does last on the skin. Obviously with top ups, like, don't get me wrong, I do have to top up. I'm not, you know, my oils will always come through, but when you apply, like reapply the powder in the T-zone, it doesn't go all weird and patchy. It literally just tops it up and makes it look like you've just applied it again. This is such a beautiful foundation. I think it is about £34, but it might even be more than that. I'm not sure, but honestly, I love this so much. Definitely one of my favourite purchases of this year, like out of all of this. For concealer, again, I have a few to show you. So firstly is the NARS Soft, I think it's a Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I absolutely love this. I think last year I put the collection one in my favourites, but that's because I hadn't owned this one. And since having this one, I haven't touched the collection one, and that's only down to the formula, like the finish of it. The collection one has that more like sheeny formula, so it does take quite a long time to dry down, whereas this is a matte concealer. So for acne, it's absolutely perfect. And like, look, you can see a couple of bumps like where my texture is, but the redness is completely gone, and that helps to this and the foundation like mixed together. It just covers my acne so well, and it just takes like 60 seconds to dry, and it's completely matte. And then when I go on my foundation on top, I feel like I have the utmost coverage because of this, and I absolutely love it. It is expensive. I think it's about £24 or something, I'm not too sure, but honestly, this is 100% worth it in my eyes, especially if you've got acne and things like that and you need coverage. Honestly, so good. Revolution launched the IRL concealer this year, and it's such a good one. I really love this for drugstore. If you're looking for a new drugstore concealer and you've not tried this, I definitely would give it a go. I have so many shades of this. It is honestly so good. This is a soft matte concealer, has really nice coverage. It's not like super heavy and cakey on the skin either. It melts really nicely into the skin. It's drugstore. I just think Revolution did such a good job with this concealer, and it works perfectly with the IRL foundation as well. I just thought that was worth a mention because we love a good affordable concealer. And I also love the applicator that it comes with. Can you see that it just looks like a foot, like a literal foot, and it's really bendy as well. Such a good concealer. And then I just want to mention the Fine Beauty concealer. This is P. Louise's sister brand. Her and her brother both own this brand, and this is the concealer they brought out. The skin tint they come out with is super low coverage, like it literally gives minuscule coverage, like not even a lot, but this concealer is so good. So if you do love that more coverage with the skin products, you're definitely going to like this formula. It's really hydrating, really like easy to blend out, looks beautiful on the skin. It's just stunning. I have this in 2 shades. I think this is 8, which is the slightly darker one, and then I have 4, which is a light one, and then I think I have 31 as like a bronzer sort of contoury shade. And yeah, it really surprised me. The packaging is a little bit wild, like the way it looks, but it wouldn't be, P. Louise if she didn't have, out there packaging. But I do appreciate it. You can also snap these things off to just have the lid here, just in case you didn't know that. But yeah, this concealer really surprised me considering how low coverage the skin tint was. I really wasn't expecting much from this, but I ended up loving it, and I have used this so much this year, or in 2023. Okay, let's talk about some powders. So firstly, I have a few from like indie, like UK brands, but I do want to mention this one by Revolution. This is such a good powder. I mean, you can see like how like all the writing's rubbed off. This is the shade Translucent. This is what it looks like. This is really good. I like using these for top-ups because they have quite nice coverage to them. That's not a very good swatch. As you can see, it does have really good coverage, and I love them for top-ups. I don't typically use pressed powders for long days because loose powders definitely like sinks into my skin a lot better. For short makeup days, I will use pressed powders, but I especially use them for top-ups throughout the day, and this is just a really nice one. It's super affordable as well, so definitely recommend that one. And then these 3 are all from UK small businesses or UK, indie brands. Firstly, we have the Vitamin Babe setting powder by the Beauty Crop. This is what it looks like. I think it's about £10.50, so nice and affordable, and you get 8 grams worth of product in here. This is a really nice one. I do find their shade range definitely has got better this year. They've added a few more in, but it went from like being like a white powder to quite a darkish light powder. There wasn't really one for fair skin. I think even their fair powder was quite dark, people were saying, that had pale skin, so I just stuck to the translucent one. And yeah, this is a really nice powder, super affordable. One of my favorite brands that I discovered this year was Jordana Tisha Cosmetics. I had heard such good things about this brand, and I am now utterly obsessed with them. I started collecting their makeup this year, and I have not been disappointed with a makeup product I've tried by them. This is their powder duo. You get a powder in the top, like a pressed powder, and then you get a loose powder in the bottom. This is just their mini version. You can get a full size version as well. This is the shade Half Baked. This is such a good powder. Again, I've got this on today and my skin just looks so smooth and flawless, and like all of my favourites all together are just doing its thing. Do you know what I mean? My base is looking so incredible and I just love this. I have also got this in Flossy, which is the pink powder they do, and I also have their new Pale powder, Pearl Sugar, because this is half baked and this was their lightest one, but it can pull quite yellow on a pale skin tone, so I'm so happy that they extended their shade range. They've got 2 new shades, Pearl Sugar, which is a pale one, and Palmer Lilac, I think, which is a slightly obviously lilac-y toned powder. But I've got Pearl Sugar in my new in drawer. I'm yet to try it yet and I'm so excited to use it, but I just thought I'd mention it because the formula is so good. And then this I want to give a mention to because I absolutely love this as like an additional step in my makeup routine. So this is by HMB Cosmetics and this is the Silky Smooth Airbrush Filter Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Extra Brightening. This is just like a white powder, but it's specifically made to brighten your under eyes. So if I feel like my skin is looking a bit too flat or a bit too dull, I'll go in with like a small domed brush and I'll just add it to the very inner corners of my of my under eye. I haven't done it today because if I'm honest I completely forgot to, but usually I do it and it just elevates my makeup so much and just makes me look obviously more awake and things like that. And this is such a good powder. I don't even think these are that expensive either. I have the pink version as well, but I absolutely love this one. She's just about to release a new foundation as well, which is like a silky matte foundation, and I cannot wait to try that. Okay, next we're going to move on to the bronzing products. So firstly, a really affordable cream bronzer, Revolution. I actually can't, I swear this came out the start of last year. I really hope it didn't. No, I'm sure it came out at the start of 2023. This is literally £6 and it's such a good cream bronzer. Like, oh my goodness, this is the one that I've got on today. If I can open it. There we go, and I love it. It is a little bit more on the pigmented side of cream bronzers, but it is so easy to blend out. You don't need to worry about accidentally applying too much because I think I just used a brush like this. This is like a P. Louise, like not flat, like diagonal brush, do you know what I mean? And it just blends the cream bronzer out so perfectly. And yeah, I really love this. I use the shade Light and it's a really good drugstore cream bronzer. Defos recommend. I definitely loved more like cream and liquid bronzers as opposed to actual powder bronzers. Like powder bronzers don't really excite me that much, to be honest with you. But creams and liquid bronzers, 100%. The next one is by Pink Honey. This is the bronzing face frosting. I use this the shade Milky Mocha. I used this so much last year. And again, Pink Honey, I think this is the first product I tried from Pink Honey. It must have been another one I discovered last year. I know they've had a little bit of drama like recently, but I bought this absolutely ages ago and I'm still going to use it because this is such a good product. And you get so much in here. You get 40, is that right? Yeah, 40 grams of cream bronzer in here, and I think it's £16 or something, so really good value for money. And obviously they're a UK indie brand, so I love to support indie brands where I can. And then my last liquid cream bronzing product is by Doll Beauty. This is the Gimme Contour Magic Wand. This is what it looks like. It comes with a doe foot applicator, and yeah, I really love this. I put the the cream pan bronzer in my favourites last year, and then they brought this one out this year. I keep saying this year, it's literally last year now. And yeah, I really love this. This is the lightest shade called Light. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. It's just a really nice cream liquid bronzer. It blends out really nicely. And yeah, really enjoyed this. And then kind of the only powder bronzer that I bought last year that I keep going back to. I mean, I still love my Doll Beauty powder bronzer and like other ones, but this is one I specifically bought last year. This is by Too Faced and this is the Natural Chocolate Bronzer. This one I was using a lot more in the summertime when I'd caught a bit more of a tan. The milk chocolate one is perfect for when I'm at my playlist, but in the summertime I was using this quite a lot because it is like a more darker, like orangey type of bronzer. Have got this on today. I just use like a nice light dusting of it just to finish off where I'd put the cream bronzer on underneath. And yeah, I really love this. I mean, you can't really go wrong with bronzer. I feel like you can get really good drugstore ones and really good high-end toned ones. It just depends on your preference, really. Okay, now we're moving on to blusher. Now, there aren't any Made by Mitchell blushes or Revolution blush bombs or Rare Beauty liquid blushes, because I included all of those in last year's video. Yeah, and I still very much love every single one of them. Like cream liquid blush, I'm obsessed with. I literally cannot cope, but these are the ones that I discovered this year, and I'm going to mention them. I actually don't know if I included the P. Louise ones in last year's video. If I do, I do apologise, but I'm sure I watched it back and didn't see them. These are the Cheek of It liquid blushers. This is just the shade Cutie Cake, but I literally have so many of these. This is such a beautiful light pinky colour. I'm looking at my makeup collection, and at the front of my drawer there's literally just all of them like lined up at the front where it's a glass front so you can see them. I just thought they look all cute, like stacked next to each other, and these are such a good like serum-y buildable type of blusher. If you don't like super pigmented in your face blush, you need to try these because they're stunning, and she has brought them out in so many shades. I think she has hinted at some orangey shades, which I'm really excited to try. But if you want a pink blush, just go over to P. Louise and have a look, because she has endless amounts of options of pink blush, and I just absolutely love these. I think some people don't like the applicator, but I actually really like it. I stamp the pigment on and then with the applicator, and then I go in with a brush to blend it out, and I find that that works the best. But yeah, I love these. An affordable cream blush. This is by Revolution. This is the Mousse blush, specifically in the shade Soft Pink. You'll be noticing a theme throughout these blushes of what my favourite colour of blush is, but this is a beautiful baby pink, creamy, pigmented, but also buildable cream blush. I think these are £6, like so affordable. I've got another one as well, which is a bit more of like a mauvey toned, which is also stunning, but this one is definitely my favourite. I think these come out more towards the end of the year, but I was really impressed with these. They're just so creamy and pigmented. Like, look at that, absolutely stunning. The only thing I hate about these solid ones is that like little bits of hair and things get caught in them, which is very annoying. But yes, I absolutely love this. So coming back to Jordana Tisha, the powder I tried, absolutely loved, and then I also really wanted to try their blush duos that they brought out. They brought out 5 shades at the start of the year and then 5 shades maybe at the end of the year, I can't remember. I love them. I had to put in this video. I love this idea of like having the pressed powder at the top and then you have the matching cream at the bottom, so you can pair your blush together perfectly. This one specifically in the shade Love Struck. I have Honey Pie, which is one of the new ones in my new in drawer, and I have started to collect the other shades on like Vinted and things, because these Jordana Tisha is not like the most affordable brand, but they are a UK indie brand which I love supporting. So I have been getting a couple of their bits off of Vinted, and I really want to get more of their blushes. I think I have It's Casual and not Crazy Few, what is it? Oh, Talking Stage is the other one that come. It's completely brand new. I just bought it off Vinted for like really cheap because I'm a cheapskate and I love a bargain. But yeah, these are so nice. The cream blush is really nice and pigmented on the skin, and then you can just finish your makeup off with the matching powder blush on top, and they are absolutely beautiful. They're really nice and travel friendly as well. They're not too big, and like I'm never going to get through all of this, so I actually love how small the compact is. And then this is without a doubt in my like top 5 absolute favourite buys of 2023, and this is by One Size Beauty. Now I don't have a lot by One Size. I have the primer, I think, and this. It is quite an expensive brand, and this is not cheap. I think it was nearly 40 quid, like very expensive, but I absolutely love it. This is the Cheek Clapper 3D Blush Trio in the shade Attention Seeker. When I tell you, I was waiting for this to come out on Sephora UK. I think we had to wait a couple of months or a few months after it had launched in the US. This is phenomenal. I have this cream blush on today underneath my powder blush, and I just love it so much. It is incredible, so pigmented, so easy to blend. I love it. I love that you've got a cream version, a matte powder version, and a shimmery version all of that beautiful baby pink colour that we all know and love. I was definitely loving it in 2022 and 100% loving it even more in 2023, and this is just chef's kiss. It is stunning, 100% worth the money in my eyes. And then another blush to throw in this video, again on theme of the baby pink, is another product by Too Faced. This is the Cloud Crush in the shade Candy Clouds. I love the packaging. This is what it looks like, and then this is the colour. This is the powder blush that I've got on top of that One Size cream, just to finish it off and add a bit more pigment, and I love it. I absolutely am obsessed with the bluey toned baby pink blush. I'm just obsessed with it, and this is such a nice one. I feel like this video is going to be ages again. I'm going to try and pick up the speed. Okay, highlighting products. Need to give an honourable mention to the Made by Mitchell Blush Glazed. I think I think they are. I'm not sure. They're the highlighter ones, the liquid highlighter ones. But again, I was so gobsmacked when I tried this because it dries down on the skin. And I'm not a massive liquid highlight. Like in my collection I've got, I think I maybe have like under 10 liquid highlights because it's just not something I use a lot. But these change like my opinion on liquid highlighters because they are so beautiful and blinding on the skin, but they also dry down. Love. Again, like One Size, one of my absolute favourite buys of 2023 is by Rare Beauty. I actually think it might have come out at the very end of 2022, if not very beginning of 2023. These are her highlighters. This is specifically in the shade Enlighten. I also have Exhilarate and I also have Mesmerize. I actually repurchased Exhilarate because my one smashed. On Black Friday I took advantage of the sales and I had some credit on my account from when I bought the advent calendar from Space NK, so I actually repurchased the gold one and bought the pink one as well, and this is the highlight I've got on right now. I'm just so obsessed with these. Again, top 5 purchase of 2023. Love them so much. Quickly want to mention the P. Louise highlighters. These are so good. I think I have 3 of them, not to mention in like face palettes I've also got them as well. This is in the shade Star Quality. Very good highlighter. I got so excited when Paige started releasing like face products and complexion products because she's so good at eyeshadows, but I was like, she needs to start actually bringing out like face products and things, and this is beautiful. And then this came out absolutely ages ago, but I bought it last year and I love it. This is the Michaela Glam Light highlighter. I'm not actually sure if you can buy it anymore, but I love it. It's such a beautiful pale sort of highlighter for me, and I'm just obsessed with it really. I reached for it so much when I purchased it. I think I got it off of someone on eBay, and I was talking to the girl on Instagram because she does beauty as well, and I saw that she was selling it and I ended up buying it from her because I absolutely love Michaela and I really wanted to get that because I didn't actually get her collection like the first one when it launched. And I ended up picking up the stuff late, and that is just honestly such a good highlighter. The only spray I want to mention is the matching Pore Filter Beauty Crop Spray to the primer. I still very much love my Charlotte Tilbury. That is my holy grail spray. The Amelia Olivia one is also really good, but I've not used that one as nearly as much as I've used this one. This is so freaking good. It has like white powder in it that helps like mattify the skin, and it just sinks everything together, gives my skin a really good finish. Again, I've got it on today and I absolutely love it. Just make sure you shake it because you don't want to get all that white powder all over your face. For face palettes, I just want to mention the Made by Mitchell ones because these are definitely the best ones that come out last year. Like, there wasn't really a lot of like face palettes that launched. I feel like they're not really a thing, or wasn't a thing last year. I was saying on Revolution's page, I was like, please come out with some like core face palettes. I know they brought out I think it was the cheek lift ones and things like that at the end of last year, but I just want a core bog standard blush palette, all blushers, not like some blush, some highlight, all blushers, all bronzers, all highlighters. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just need that. So I just want to mention these because they're so good. This is the Blush Book 1. I also have the Blush Book 2, and this is just so nice because you have a range of different colours, different blushes that you can use, and there's some absolute staples in here from his like original launches that match the like liquid blushes. Love these. And then he also brought out the bronzed motel book. I'm not really a big bronzer person, but this is so good because it had like a shade like this in, and when on my absolute palest, that is a really nice bronzer. It's called Mushroom Bloom. I think he has since released it as a single, but I mean, I've got it in the blush book, so I'm not going to buy it separately. And yeah, this is really good. I mean, they're absolutely perfect for makeup artists, but I'm not a makeup artist and I love them. Okay, onto eyeshadow palettes. I can never choose just like one or two eyeshadow palettes that launched last year that I loved, because I am an avid makeup collector and reviewer, so I do buy a lot of eyeshadow palettes. So I'm gonna put the Revolution ones to one side, and I'll just show you the ones that are not Revolution that I absolutely loved. So this is by Beauty Bay. This is the Rich eyeshadow palette. I'm definitely more of a neutral lover. Back in the day, like years ago, I used to love creative, like colourful makeup, but I always go back to neutrals, and this is a beautiful, like sexy, rich, like brownie eyeshadow palette. It has got a pop of purples in here as well, but I just love these for the browns. The shimmers are also so stunning, and Beauty Bay are very affordable, so I highly recommend these. I think these £16 ones are £14 maybe, or £16, I can't remember, but they are such good quality for the price. Honestly, one of the best eyeshadow palette formula ever. High-end drugstore, like honestly, so good, and I absolutely love this palette. Another brand that I discovered in 2023 was Cosmic Brushes, and their eyeshadow palettes are phenomenal. I've tried two of their palettes, Delicious Delights and Winter Wonderland, and this is definitely my favourite one out of the two that I have tried. I reviewed this quite recently because it came out towards the end of 2023, and this is beautiful. We have two, no, is that, where's the, these two? Oh, here we go. This one and this one are the duochromes, as you can see. They change colours. Such good quality. I was obsessed with the look that I did with this, and I love it. I cannot wait to see what other eyeshadow palettes they bring out this year, because exceptional quality, and they're also affordable. I think this was £28, but because of the duochromes in here, if they don't put the duochromes in, I think they were like 20 quid at one point, so really affordable. Plus there's a couple of discount codes you can use with them, so yeah, obsessed with that. I love this so much. My favourite Natasha Denona palette that launched last year was the I Need a Nude palette. She also launched Yucca and Dream was at the end of 2022, I think, but I think I reviewed it in 2023. This is beautiful, an absolute staple nude eyeshadow palette if you ask me. The peaches with the browns just go together so perfectly, and the shimmers in this palette are exceptional. Like, this is a very expensive palette. It is like £64 or something ridiculous like that, but I love it. Her eyeshadows are such good quality. The mattes are really nice and pigmented, and the shimmers are absolutely to die for. I cannot get enough of them, and I love a good high-end shimmer because they always pack a punch. Like, they're always super shimmery and pigmented. Highly recommend this. I know it is a lot out of a lot of people's budget, but if you can save up or ask it for a special occasion or something, please do, because honestly, you will not regret it. And then I feel like I always include the Huda palettes in these videos, but this is the one she brought out this year, like the big palette, and it's called Pretty Grunge, and I love it. My one's actually broke, annoyingly. That's the front, and then I can quite literally take the top off, and that is the eyeshadow palette. This is such a good cool toned smoky eyeshadow palette. Again, the shimmers, like these two down here, exceptional. They are amazing. I'm obsessed with this. I love the look I did, and I cannot recommend this enough. I love Huda Beauty. I pretty much collect all of her eyeshadow palettes, if I'm honest. So good. Again, I think it's about 60 odd quid now. Like, the prices are just going up and up and up and up, but such good quality. The shimmers are what do it for the high-end ones, because they are just so freaking good. So I've just shown you some really amazing high-end expensive palettes, and now I want to show you this, because this is £5. So good. This is the Reloaded Dimension palette in Neutral Charm. I also have the smoky, the like cool tone smoky one, and there is also a colourful one as well. It honestly doesn't look like much in the palette, but when you apply these to the eyes, you literally are like, how is this only £5? Because the mattes are so pigmented and the shimmers are absolutely stunning as well. As you know, if you watch my channel, Revolution can be hit and miss with the shimmers, especially if they put them putty ones in palettes, but I can promise you these are very good shimmers, very pigmented, and such nice mattes as well. And it goes from fair to deep in terms of mattes, and it's just such a good palette for £5. If you're on a budget, you really can't go wrong with these. They did another DC launch, and I loved the Harley Quinn palette they did for that collab. So this is what it looks like, and this has a like pinky smoky sort of theme to it. There is also a mirror in here, and I just love this. I also love the fact that it has a pink, baby pink called Angel in it. I did love the Poison Ivy one, but this one is definitely my favourite one out of the collection, and yeah, I just thought that was worth mentioning because it's such a beautiful palette. Again, shades really pigmented, shimmers really good as well. This is the It palette that launched for the It collection. I love this because it has all the warm tones in it and shades that I literally love on my eyes because they really make blue eyes pop. And this has like reds, oranges, yellows. It's got brown in it, it's got black, it's got some random colours in it though, I must admit. It's got like a purple and a green in it, which I don't really understand why they're in here, but the other colours all work together, and the shimmers are okay actually. I think I love this more for the mattes, and I just love the fact that it's in this packaging. Like, it's literally so cute, even though it's not cute because it's a horror film, but you know what I mean. And then lastly, we have the big massive grease palette. I did actually declutter the Pink Ladies and T-Birds palette because they just didn't do it for me, but this one, for someone who loves like pinky eyeshadow as well, this has pinks and purples and reds. It's got a white in here, it's got a black in here, the shimmers are really nice in here as well. Yes, the packaging is in like really weird shaped, but now that I have more room for my makeup, I have like a whole Alex 5 drawer dedicated to all my palettes that are in such weird shapes because they just don't fit nicely anywhere. I must admit, the look that I did with this palette was not something I was expecting. It was really dramatic, but I mean, you know, the shades were super pigmented and easy to blend, so that is why I did that. I do also want to give an honourable mention to the Melt Nightmare Before Christmas Halloween Town collection because this is one of my favourite collections that launched last year, and I absolutely love it. You've got a mirror, an eyeshadow palette, lipsticks, gel eyeliners and a highlighter in here, and I just love it so much. I love the mirror because it's like a perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's a nice like round shape. I can see like my whole face in it. It's just so good. I might as well just show you all of it as well while we're here. This is the Halloween Town palette that's in the collection. This is what it looks like. I must admit, I didn't absolutely love the look I did with this palette, but I love the eyeshadows, so these are beautiful. And then the other items are in the top here. You have a highlighter, lipstick. The other lipstick I think is in a bag somewhere or in one of my drawers because it's a beautiful pumpkiny autumnal colour. And then there's some gel eyeliners in there as well, which actually made me want to, and I did, buy 2 more of the gel liners, a black and a brown, because they are so good. Okay, we're on to the last few products. So for eyes, I've got 2 mascaras that I bought last year that I absolutely loved. The first one is the Kai Lash Mascara. This is by Kylie Jenner or Kylie Cosmetics. Such a good mascara. There's not really loads of words to describe mascaras, to be honest, but this is it's not the one I've got on today, but it's really nice at thickening your lashes and just making them look more defined and more voluminized and just much better, basically. It's definitely not on the natural side. I'm not a huge fan of the more thin, like natural separating mascaras. I definitely prefer the more thicker, clumpy lashes, and this is what it gives. Absolutely love. And then the mascara I have got on is the Benefit Lash Fest mascara. This is so good. This is the one I've got on my eyes today, and I honestly did not expect to love this as much as I did and do, but it just, again, just does so much for my lashes. Like, I haven't got the most like long curly lashes, but it just does such a good job with them. Again, it makes them a bit thicker. It does still keep them quite separated, I think. I don't think they're super clumpy, but definitely makes them a bit more thicker and a bit more like curled and lengthened. They aren't super clumpy. My favourite Benefit one is still Bad Girl Bang to this day, and that is a really clumpy mascara. But I've already bought a set of mascaras by Benefit because they had a really good sale one. I think it had full size Bad Girl Bang, full size Roller Lash, full size Ariel, and another mini of Lash Fan Fest. And I'm glad I have a backup already of this because I just literally use this so much. It's really good. I'm not much of a lash girly. I wasn't much of one in 2022, and in 2023 I still wasn't either, but I definitely love me a half lash. And in last year's one I put Pink Honey Opal, but I then discovered these ones which are called Halo, and these ones are just so much more fluffy and long, and they're just definitely a lot better than Opal. Opal's a bit more of like a straight kind of lash, do you know what I mean? But these ones just look absolutely stunning. I wore them in the video. I think it was one of my like advent unboxings, it might have been the Wonka one or something, and so many people were like, oh my god, what lashes are you wearing, what lashes are you wearing? And it was these ones, and I just got so many compliments on them. So yeah, I absolutely love these. And then my absolute favourite lipstick launch of 2023, without a shadow of a doubt, are these ones by Revolution. They are absolutely amazing. These are the Lip Allure Bullet lipsticks. I bought every single colour, bearing in mind there are 12 of them. I bought every single colour. I'm so beyond impressed with these. These are like giving high-end formula with a drugstore budget. Like, honestly, so good. I've got it on now. So pigmented, so creamy. They're not super shiny. They're that perfect like demi matte formula, not in your face, not uncomfortable matte. And I just love these. They offer such a wide range of shades as well. You've got really pale nude, you've got a deep brown shade, you've got reds, got more purpley toned, you've got an autumnal colour. Like, they smashed it out of the park with that lipstick launch, and I literally feel so proud of them, because with Revolution, their lipsticks are like, they're okay. They did bring out a lot of liquid lipsticks, but these are definitely probably one of my favourite launches that Revolution have done. Like, these are so good, and it just makes it better because they're affordable as well, and that's why I especially love them. And the shade selection is so good. My camera stopped recording, but yeah, I just absolutely loved these so much. They just feel so luxe, and they're just so affordable, and I'm obsessed with them. Okay, so those are all of the products I was absolutely loving throughout the year of 2023. I would love to know what your favourites are. Please let me know in the comments. I always love to know. I'm super nosy, and I always love to know what products people always go back to and use. And these are the products that I was constantly going back to and using. I can't wait to see what products launch this year, especially like the UK indie brands. I absolutely love supporting small businesses. Some of them are not even small businesses anymore. Like, they've absolutely boomed on TikTok, and I cannot wait to see what else they bring out. I'm excited for Revolution as well, what collabs they're going to bring out this year, what other, hopefully like more core products. They're already launching a foundation this month. It's like the HMB one. It's called like the Silk something foundation, and I cannot wait to try that. I will definitely be doing a video on that, don't worry. Okay, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what your favourites were for 2023, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.